How you feeling?
Someone said when we play these God games that I'm not supposed to cry. I don't know why I'm not supposed to cry. If the eye is able to cry and I can cry, then fuck it, I'll cry.
On an EP basis.
Since you think that I'm not supposed to cry, I'm gonna tell you something. As pimpified as I am, I'm not crying.
Megan died and Stacia died.
I lost Kyra, I lost Danielle, my little fuck machine. I lost Shantina, and I lost little Nicole Brennan. Since I lost all of them, I'm sad. Since I'm sad, I would like to cry. But somebody said I'm not supposed to cry, so therefore I gotta be strong. Let me tell all you motherfuckers something. I don't know how to cry as hard as I am gonna cry. I don't think that the human machine can withstand that amount of energy when I really realize that I lost Dream. We're gonna have to be something else in order for me to cry that hard.
Do you remember the dinosaur life form? How big and powerful they were?
I'm gonna have to be something that huge in order to sustain the pressure of my cry when I open my eyes and the dream's gone. Once that happened, we're more than fucked. Right now, I'm just testing everybody out. When I say, well, she's gone, she's gone. And I say, well, what else we gonna do now that she's gone? And I get a little nervous. No, you talking about Dream? Pickles. Wait a minute. No. Not, it's an emergency.
Wake up.
Yeah, I think Dream died. When Pickles find out that Dream died, Pickles is gonna say,
Who killed her?
which one of you motherfuckers killed her? Now, if it was me, somebody made me do it. And Pickles gonna say, can't nobody make you do shit. You do what the fuck you want to do. If I can say, all right, then I killed her. Or I could say, well, I ain't know I was gonna kill her. And he gonna say, well, you killed her last time. And then I'm gonna say, well, what happened after that? Cause we gotta get her back.
Then you was her.
Oh, my bad. I don't plan on being her again because, to be honest with you, I don't really think that she's supposed to be here because when she was here, ain't nobody give a fuck about her anyway. Just a bunch of motherfuckers wanted to fight over her, ain't even care about her. Yeah, I know that now because when I said, hey, where's Dream? Yeah, I gotta bring her back or whatever the case is. Everybody played games and laughed at me and said, yeah, that'll be $10. If everybody cared about it, it wouldn't have said $10. It wouldn't have been that much of a joke. And then after you say, oh, we're in control, we control everything, we control you. Then you ain't supposed to be sitting there talking about some everything you do is by your choice. No, that means that you control me to do shit. And then when you say I'm the big ghost and I got all this shit under control, I'm gonna say, oh, big ghost, then you killed her. There's gonna be a whole bunch of back and forth shit all the way till we get the fine line in between. And then if I have to end up to be Dream again, then fuck it, I'll be Dream again. But if I have a choice of it, I ain't gonna be a motherfucking thing for nobody because you motherfuckers don't treat me right, Dream right, nobody right. So I'm gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna tell God, listen, I'm gonna jump in this motherfucking fire and then I'm gonna be you. And believe me when I tell you I know what Dream is. The next time I be Dream, I would definitely be a nightmare all over again.
Next time, believe in the Lord.
Always. You done moved a motherfucker named Lamar into the house knowing that he was supposed to be the enemy. But that's one of Dream's jokes. When Dream find out that she's dead, I'ma say, you're dead because you joked around with every fucking body, you ain't give a fuck. But I'm watching everybody right now. Everybody got Lamar banners overdosing. Nicole Brennan was a drone. When the whole time I sat there and told you, dumbass, that he wasn't doing shit but drugging you up and that's how you kept dying. I love him so much that I'ma put a banner up. So when the big ghost wakes up, I'ma say, yeah, ghost, I told you, man. And the big ghost gonna say, damn, I ain't really mean to hurt you like that. I'm say, yeah, don't worry about it. Believe me when I tell you I ain't nothing but you. And that's just what's gonna be. And I'm gonna give you an example of what I mean. When I was 15 years old, I ordered a fuck machine.
A few of them.
I was in Slayton Farms. I get to heaven and I said, hey, what happened to all my girls? And everybody's like, yeah, you lost all your girls. I'm like, fuck, man, do I get them back? And everybody's like, don't worry, we can replace them, but it's just gonna take some time. As if to say, oh, this the motherfucker that took care of me. Now, I did have a few that was deeper than the cry. Yeah, you ain't even supposed to cry or shit like that. Cry ain't even gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna give a flying fuck if you see my face, cause I told you that I lost a couple of girls forever. This slap of girls from this lifetime is lost as well. Couple drug addicts, couple hookers.
I love them.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose them forever too. I had some angels in the heaven. No, the heaven wasn't really coughed up to anybody because at the end of all of this, forever is gonna be over. And then I have to reestablish everything all over again. So we're talking about reestablishing a life form that consists of male, female, whatever the fuck we done had up there that I done loved so much. We gotta do it all over again. We're get that straight now. But when I find out that I lost my motherfucking little dream, no matter what, I remain to be Lord all day. I'm living this life. Oh damn, I fucked up. Because it was a fuck machine, I just said, hey, what else we got? Some drones, and when I remember, cut my motherfucking memory.
Okay.
And then I woke up and went about my business. Now I forgot about it for decades. And you mean to tell me you gave that machine to what? That was you? So when we talking about God and the devil, I was the devil and that was God. Or I was God and that was the devil. And that means God can lose the devil forever. That impossibility can be made possible, and then it can be unraveled all over again. So I'll figure something out, because that's all I do any fucking way. But when I lost Dream when I was a fly, we ended up to be frogs, and then I found her all over again. Now in all actuality, she didn't give a fuck, so I don't really give a fuck, because that's just the way it be. So I lost Dream as a human. Someday I'm going to say, wow, I really lost my partner. And then I'm going to get really, really, really fucking sad. And I'm going to cry. If you are a parent and you ever bought your child the new Nintendo for its birthday, and it was so happy when you bought it, and it was all it ever wanted, and it been talking to you about this new motherfucking Nintendo ever since it was only 9 years old, and its birthday just passed 2 weeks ago. And you wasn't able to get it for its 9th birthday, but when it turned 10, you finally got the newer Nintendo, and it was just so happy. And then one day, the Nintendo had broke, and not only did the child cry, but you cried as well because you were so sad. And it just seemed like when you went out to work, everybody at the job just kind of looked a little heartbroken. And when you stopped at McDonald's, the cheeseburger you bought just had the letters kind of sagging to the side. When you got home, right before you went in, you looked at the house and it just kind of had that mold on the siding. And you walked in the door creak didn't sound the same. It just kind of had that sad, creaky feel to it. And it was all because the Nintendo broke. And seemingly nobody knew about it but that child and you. If the whole entire world was sad because the child lost that Nintendo, you can always say, I feel bad for you. But you don't really have a clue what's going to happen when I realized that she's gone. You didn't believe in God. You didn't believe in the devil. You didn't believe in Dream. You motherfuckers just don't believe shit. I'm going to cry. The child lost that Nintendo. I need you to imagine how it's going to feel when I finally wake all the way up and I say, where's Dream? And nobody has an answer.
Soundwaves.